Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this fundamentals yoga class, sacred movement. Today we're going to focus on Svadhisthana chakra, this place of fluidity, abundance, joy, and creativity. So let's start by lying down on our backs with the knees bent and the heels in line with the sits bones. Just coming into this place here, arms alongside the body, tucking the shoulder blades underneath you just to open the lungs and the heart. Closing the eye, softening the tongue, relaxing the jaw. And then we'll stretch the legs long down the mat. Feeling the body drop, the bones drop, the skin drop. And a sense of widening the tissue of the body. Like this widening of the ocean, this vast water space. Infinitely wide, infinitely deep. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Inhale, fill the belly, diaphragm, chest. Exhale, chest, diaphragm, belly. Inhale, belly, diaphragm, chest. Exhale, chest, diaphragm, belly. Inhale, belly, diaphragm, chest. Exhale, chest, diaphragm, belly. Inhale and exhale. So as you feel ready, let's gently bend the knees, slide the heels in toward the sits bones. Just a comfortable distance. Lining up heels with sits bones, feet hip width apart. Now feel your sacrum on the floor. So if you're on carpet or a really soft surface, you might slide a thin book underneath your sacrum. We're going to trace the rim of our sacrum on the earth. So we'll start by pressing down top of the sacrum, and then all along the top toward the right, down the right side toward the tailbone, and then up the left side toward the top and across again. So notice as you trace the rim of the sacrum, how the knees, the feet, and the ankles dance. You could go very slow and defined. You could go quick, you can move fast and defined. Or you could really let the edges of your sacrum kind of dissolve in the circle, going at any rate. Any speed that feels good. Oftentimes, slowing down in our modern world is really what is prescribed to support the nervous system and letting go. However, we might find ourselves, right, in this space of stagnation, maybe some toxicity, especially at the end of summer. And if it's medicine for you to move quickly with the intention of opening up some energy channels, explore that. Just notice how it affects your nervous system. So now when you find the circling back at the top of the sacrum, let's go the other way, to the left down, right up, and across the top. And as you circle, continue to relax the jaw. Relax the eyes, relax the brow, and even the bones of the arms, the neck and the shoulder junction. Allowing this dance to play out within the sacrum without gripping in the body, the breath. Inviting fluidity, flow into your body, into your practice. So maybe 1 or 2 more cycles, circles around the edges of the sacrum, within the center of the sacrum. And then we'll just continue the movement. You can either join the soles of the feet, let the knees open out to the side, or stretch your legs long down your mat. And we just drop the bones, drop the body, and drop the skin. Present to the sensate experience of the body. Also witness to the patterns of the mind, the patterns of the emotional body. Without seeking, without resisting, simply allowing it to flow. Like you are the ocean, thoughts are just the fish moving through. Draw the navel to the spine, knees come back to neutral. Step into the feet. Now lengthen the tailbone away from you. Let's bring the arms alongside the body, palms are down. Let's feel rooted into the feet as though you were standing in Samastiti Tadasana. Press the base of the big toe, small toe, inner edges of the heel, the outer edges of the heel. And then we're going to lengthen the tailbone away. Feel the low belly scoop into the sacrum up toward the heart. Inhaling here. And then exhale, begin to lift the hips. Only come up as high as feels good to you. Now stay at the top, and then gentle internal rotation of the thigh bones. With your next exhalation, lower the sacrum down, sacrum back to the earth. Inhale, and then exhale again, pick the pelvis up. As high as feels good to you. Pausing here. And then exhale, down we go. Last time, inhale, lifting the pelvis, stay here, exhale. Tvipadapidam, Setu Bandhasana. Relax the jaw, relax the center of the throat. Just allow the breath to move and notice where you feel stability in the legs, in the low belly, and the low back. And we might also notice where we feel tender or weak, fatigue, stress, tension, and breathe into those spaces. Breathe vitality into the body, ease into the body, and then slowly down we go, sacrum to the earth. Now sacrum finds the earth. We're going to tuck the right knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers at the belly of the hamstring here. And draw the right thigh bone in towards you. If you feel energized in the low back, stretch your left leg away from you. Now think about inner left leg line lengthening out and away. Draw the right leg in toward you. Legs are stretching in opposite direction. Big breath into the low back, low ribs, where the kidneys live. And then exhale, let's flex the right heel up to the sky, press your thigh bone away from you, inner leg line long, both legs, reach through the heels. Press your right leg so deeply that it really straightens your arms away from you. And then exhale, right knee moves in. Let's go again, inhale, flex the heel up, press the hamstring away. And then exhale, draw the knee in. Again, inhale, flex the heel up, press the hamstring away. Pause here, slow articulate circles through the right ankle. One direction and the other direction. Still animated, activated in the left leg. Now discontinue the circling, press your right thigh bone away. Release your hands to the earth, feel the navel strong. So again, if we feel any instability, bend the left knee. Really want to take care of the back. Remember, yoga is for healing, not harm. Now, little circles tracing with the heel on the ceiling. One direction, crossing the midline, and then let's go the other way. Just continue the circling. Let's all bend the left knee, slide the heel in. Bring your right ankle to the left thigh bone, just above the knee for here and now. So supine pigeon pose, figure 4. Let's breathe into this space. You might decide to elevate the left leg to go deeper. So if you have a block, you can slide a block underneath the left foot. Or if you're comfortable, bring your hands or take a strap, loop your strap, and pull on the strap, the back of the left thigh. So notice if your legs kind of roll to the right, can you stack left knee over the left hip so the left thigh bone is perpendicular to the floor? Flex through the right heel and then let your right knee gently press away from you to intensify the stretch. Chin is in, back of the neck is long. Sometimes it's nice to bring a blanket under the head for support. Deep breath. Imagine you're bathing the right hip in breath and vitality and healing. And as you exhale, as you clear the lungs, empty out the hips. Anything stiff, stuck, stagnant, holding in the body. Now let's release. Left foot to the earth. Flex your right heel up to the sky. Straight left. Draw the navel and draw the solar plexus in. If it feels good to you, straight right leg all the way down. Left leg long to meet the right leg. Drop the bones of the arms. Drop the bones of legs. Inner thighs soften. And just notice how blood is flowing here, how lymph flows. Electrical pulses and currents in the body. Exhale, let's bend the knees. Slide the heels in. Slide the shoulders underneath you. Lengthen the tailbone away. And then we'll tuck the left knee into the chest. And release your fingers right at the belly of the left hamstring. Slide the left thigh bone in towards you. The low back is energized. Stretch the right leg away. Chin is in, back of the neck is long. As you reach your right heel away from you, think about inner leg line animated, activated. And then the left leg draws in closer. Now with your next inhalation, let's flex the left heel up to the sky. Press your hamstring, press your thigh bone firmly into the hands. Chin is in, back of the neck is long through the inner leg lines, left and right. Exhale, fold the left leg in again. Inhale, flex your heel up to the sky, press the thigh bone away, chin is in, back of the neck is long. And then exhale, fold the knee into the chest. Again, reach up and out through the heel. Inhale, left leg to the sky, press the thigh bone away. Slow, articulate circle through the left ankle, one direction. Find stability through the right leg, reverse the direction of the circles. And discontinue the circle, flex equally through both heels, release your hands to the earth. Now draw your navel to the spine, draw the solar plexus in, stability in the navel. And circle your leg, really your left leg, trace circles with the heel on the ceiling. Small circles to start. So the movement happens at the hip. And then reverse the direction. Now eventually we might go wider with the circles. We're just kind of checking it out here. How does it feel in the sacrum, the sacroiliac joint, and I connected in the core. And then pause, reach up through the heel. Let's slide the right heel into us. Bend the right knee, lift the right foot to the earth. Now bring your left ankle to the right thigh. Ankle bone to thigh bone near the knee, so just above the knee. And then we check it out. Am I equal here in the pelvis? Am I symmetric in the pelvis as much as I can? Maybe right foot stays on the floor. Maybe we elevate the right leg with a block or fold the thigh bone in to go deeper into the opening of the left hip. Use a strap or interlace your fingers behind the right thigh bone if that's available to you. Chin is in, back of the neck is long, and you can rest your head on a blanket here, especially if we're coming out of the alignment of the neck. So notice if the throat kind of pops up to the ceiling. Now feel here, long through the inner left heel. Right thigh bone perpendicular to the floor. Stack your right knee over the right hip. Bathe your left hip in breath and vitality and ease. And then as you exhale, release anything stiff, stuck, or stagnant holding in the tissue of the body. So use your breath to move energy, to move tension, to move stress. Soften the tongue, relax the jaw, relax the eyes. Present to the patterns of the mind. Present to the movement of the emotional body. And then on an exhale, we'll bring our right foot to the earth, left leg to the sky, realign the knee, reach up through the inner heel, draw the navel and solar plexus in, straight left leg all the way down to the earth. Right leg long to meet the left, drop the bones of the arms, drop the bones of the legs, the pelvis, the back of the head, the back of the heart. Watch the flow of breath through your body. And then we'll exhale, bend the knees. Again, step the feet onto the earth. As you reach into the feet, lengthen the tailbone away from you so that the small of your back is really anchoring into the earth. As the tailbone reaches between the heels, feel the low belly draw into the sacrum up to the heart. Let's interlace the fingers behind the head, right at the back of the skull. Chin is in, back of the neck is long. Inhale. Elbows stay wide. Exhale. Lift the head, lift the shoulders. Look toward the solar plexus. So there's this drawing in of the low belly into the sacrum up to the heart. And then inhale, slow descent. Come down easy. Exhale. Lift the head, lift the shoulders. Scoop the belly. Gaze toward the solar plexus. And inhale, slow descent. A few more times. Exhale. When you lift, look down toward the solar plexus and feel that the top of the head is reaching straight up to the sky. And then inhale. Slowly we come down. Again, exhale, lift. Now this time as you lower down, inhale, feel the solar plexus hugging in. So we're not splaying the front ribs. Let's do a few more. Exhale to lift. Slow descent, inhale to lower. Maybe last one or two. As you like, as you wish, as you choose. So really these practices are just intended to be guides for you. Turn the soles of the feet, let the knees open out when you're ready, or stretch the legs long. And drop again. How does breath move? How does blood move? How does lymph move? What are you present to in the sensate experience of the body? What are you present to in the patterns of the mind? Let's bring the knees in the air, feet on the floor, arms come alongside the body. Again, slide shoulders under, tailbone away. Feet hip width apart, and all we're going to do is sway the knees to the right, so we come to the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot, and then sway the knees to the left, outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right foot. So it's almost like you're skiing here. Keep your feet animated and energized. This really helps keep the sacrum safe. You can go slow, you can move a bit quicker, whatever feels good. Now remember, feet are hip width apart. We're going to drop the knees over to the right. Pause here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take your right ankle on top of the left thigh to the outer edge and feel how that kind of just drags the leg, drags the bone deeper into the stretch. Breathe deep into the front of the left hip, maybe accessing the stretch deep into the ilium, the iliopsoas. Where do you feel the fascia tissue, connective tissue opening? Let your heart melt, the skull melts, bones of the arms are heavy. Now navel to the spine, use your core to guide the legs back to neutral and feet hip width apart. Realign if you've kind of come out of that straight spine space. Feet hip width apart. Let your knees now drape to the left, inner edge of the left foot, outer edge of the right foot. Let the bones drop. Maybe if you wish to go deeper, take your left ankle, so the outer left ankle to the outer right thigh. And then feel how the shape kind of drags the bones deeper toward the earth. Guides the bones deeper to the earth. And then again, sense into the stretch where you're feeling it deep into the front of the right hip. Maybe you're feeling it deeper into the low back, maybe the gallbladder channel, the outer seam of the body. Relax the eyes, relax the jaw, relax the brow. Breathe deep. Draw the navel to the spine, legs come back to neutral, stand into the feet, square hips and shoulders. Stretch your legs long or join the soles of the feet. Let your knees open out. And we drop again. It's little mini shavasans here. Feel these electrical rivulets, right? These rivers, these little tides of energy, of blood, of life, of lymph moving through. Bend the knees, step the feet onto the earth. Slide the shoulders under, lengthen the tailbone away. Now from here, navel really, again, anchors into the earth. Right knee over the hip, left knee over the hip. Shins come up slightly higher than parallel. Maybe start to straighten the legs. So if the hamstrings are really tight, please don't fight against tight hamstrings. Let them be. If it feels good to you, maybe take the inner leg lines a bit longer. So we find a variation of Viparita Karani, this inverted space. Oftentimes it's done with a block or blankets or bolsters under the pelvis, and we're kind of prop free here. So do what feels right and good for you. You could even take your arms overhead, opening into the long and the heart meridian, the small and large intestine meridian. Allowing blood to flow naturally out of the legs, so re-energizing, rejuvenating to the body, supporting blood flow back to the heart, calming the nervous system. And then we're going to slowly bend the knees. Bring your hands to the front of the knees if that feels good. You can guide the knees in closer to you. Chin is in, back of the neck is long. Hug the legs in as close as feels good to you. And then we'll drop one final drop of the bones of the body of the skin into Shavasana. Shoulder blades tuck underneath you, palms up or down, whatever feels good to you. Closing the eyes, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the brow. Let the weight of the body continue to drop. The weight of the bones continue to drop. Heavy in the body, heavy in the bones, heavy in the skin. Slowly drawing the breath into the lungs, into the heart. Stretching and moving as you begin to awaken. Stay supine, bringing the left hand to the heart, the right hand to the low belly. Connecting here. So much gratitude for these practices of healing, for these opportunities to still the mind and to focus in this present space, to free and clear blockages that hold us back, welcoming abundance, welcoming joy, welcoming flow of life, fluidity in all areas of our life. Thank you all for practicing today, for making your way into this sacred space. Namaste.